Good Geek TV. G'day folks, this is Matt here from Good Geek TV, and this is our part 2 of our Scenery series. This is our European series over Venice, Italy, which is a very, very beautiful place with an incredible amount of history. As you can see, we're flying a 737-800 with Air Berlin livery. Now, this, I believe, is the latest livery from Air Berlin, and it's considered quite an economical aircraft for the short to medium haul. So, without any further ado, take off down the runway. Now, this airport is the international airport called Marco Polo, with the ID of PILZ. Now, the airport's managed by SAVE, S-A-V-E, which is a company partially owned by the local authorities, which also controls the smaller Treviso airport, which is dedicated mainly to low-cost carriers. It's another beautiful day in downtown Italy. As per usual, the weather is usually very, very nice indeed. Just a little bit more information on the 737. It is a short to medium haul aircraft. It's very environmentally friendly, just in terms of fuel consumption and noise control. And what we're going to do in this flight, we are just going to slow down and fly fairly low, with a fairly low airspeed as well, just so we can get the best in the scenery and sights in Venice. Now, Venice itself, I believe the official date of birth of the city of Venice is the 25th of March back in 1421. So clearly there's an incredible amount of history surrounding the city. It does sit a few kilometres away from the mainland. I believe there's a couple of roads that will lead you into Venice. Now we're just coming around the coast, and what we'll do is we'll do a couple of flybys, flypasts over the city. As you can see there in the background, that is the mainland, and there you can see just above the aircraft there is the reddish city of Venice. It's a lot of old red brick type buildings. Interestingly, a lot of them remain uninhabited. Be far too much cost to do the maintenance on these buildings as required, so a lot of it is actually vacant. I also believe when you travel to Venice you need to have a map handy, because I believe that you do get lost quite often. Now we're just flying above the city itself. You can see, well, not really see from here, but there is around 100 footbridges running throughout the city, and there is about 170 boat canals. Most of us have obviously seen the gondolas of Venice, very famous indeed. Apparently with the gondolas as well, there's only around 3 to 4 gondolier licenses that are issued annually, and to qualify, applicants must be able to finish an extensive training regime, and there are only around 400 licensed gondolas operating in Venice today. Now we'll do another fly past again, and so you can see we're just heading away. It's a part of the thin part of the coastline just on the right hand side. Seven three seven 800 seats around 186 passengers. Has an overall length of around 39.5 metres, 12.5 metres in height, with a wingspan of 34.4 metres. Flooding in the city regularly occurs between November and March. So there is a lot of issues with flooding. And just that canal you can see right there in the middle, that's the Grand Canal. It's the widest canal in Venice, just at the bottom left hand part of your screen there. That divides the city into 2 parts. It's 3 parts to the west: San Polo, Desorgiro and Santa Croce. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. And then there's 3 parts on the east, and we will go for another fly past once again: San Marco, Castello and Cannaregio. We're just passing Marco Polo International Airport. This is where we took off just earlier, and that sits on the main part of the coastline, just north of Venice itself. As you can see Venice in the background, there's 2 parts. Airport's connected to a nearby railway station of Venice Mestre and the bus terminal of the PILZ Roma in Venice. There's scheduled bus services to Venice. Alright, we'll just come around, folks, just for one more sweep of the city. What's incredibly interesting as well is in the city you must never ever touch food produce of any kind. If you want to get something, you simply need to ask the vendors. That's the Grand Canal running through the middle there. Apparently the crime rate, especially violent crime, is virtually non-existent in Venice at all. I think people are just so in love and passionate about this absolutely gorgeous destination, and I've certainly enjoyed taking you folks over Venice today. Guys, if you like what you're seeing, please love to have a thumbs up. Of course, your comments are so valuable, so please post a comment on the channel. And of course, you can look out for our Oceania, North American, South American series as well. This is Matt from Good Geek TV. Thanks very much for watching. Good Geek TV.